Yeah, but see, those are all paranoid, like tinfoil condom losers. The Avril Lavigne being dead and replaced by Melissa, that's like real intellectual shit.
Melissa?
For like, yeah, they say her name's Melissa.
So they've already given her a name as well.
So is there a song on her second album that's just called "I'm Melissa" and the next one's like "I died in that crash"?
It's been a while since I've dove into this conspiracy, though I do concede that I find it interesting because between the first album and her second, I think it was, the change in her like facial features and her tone and everything is kind of drastic over the course of which it'll
surgery and success.
No,
I will not
she was
accept
like
the
18 years
change in
old.
tone.
Well, then maybe she just grew up.
Yeah, maybe she just grew up,
grew up
or,
in, like-
You won't accept it.
or, you know, Autotune released a new version. They jumped from version 1.9 to 2, so her Autotune sounds a little different.
But
Was she a one-hit wonder? Like, was
no.
her first album?
What? She was famous for a long time. It was
She was
just one
big
good
for a
song.
while.
Yeah. Jesus, Jackson, what are you, 12? You sound like you were just born yesterday.
Christ.
I would have been.
Jackson is
Imagine
the baby
if
of
it
this
was
group.
still Avril Lavigne though, and not Melissa, where she could be in this
What?
hemisphere. Because
Jackson
Melissa's
is
not
the-
as talented.
is the baby of the group, so I'm wondering, Jackson, is there a generational gap in this stuff? Do you even know who Avril Lavigne is?
Yeah, of course I do. I just only remember a few songs, so I don't necessarily think that she was as cracked out as you guys make her out to be.
A lot of her songs, you wouldn't know that it was her. Like, there's a lot of songs that I recently listened to, having no idea it was Avril Lavigne. So it wasn't
Like
just
what?
Skater Boy. She also had Girlfriend. She had
Girlfriend.
That was Avril Lavigne?
yeah.
That's a generic name.
Oh, I thought that was not Avril Lavigne. Wow.
She
I
had a
didn't know
couple
that.
other old ones too that I'm blanking on, but it's like I'm snapping my fingers down the street, doot doot doot, or something like that. That was her.
So do you
Who
guys
was the
think
one where
that,
it's the
Gwen
fucking
Stefani.
well, maybe. Who's the one where is it Avril Lavigne where it's the fucking piano and it's like I would walk 1,000 miles.
Yeah, that's her.
tonight.
That's her.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the one
yeah,
I was
that's Avril
thinking.
Lavigne too.
That's Avril Lavigne.
Wow.
Wait, isn't that the
Jesus.
Chris Famous?
No, wait. No, I'm
No,
thinking
that's
of Green
I would
Day.
walk 500
Motherfucker.
miles.
No, I was
No, that's I would walk a lonely road.
I was thinking of Green Day.
People
We're
We're
getting
saying
all
that's
of our
so-
lyrics
that's
about
Christina
walking
Perry.
distances confused together.
God, yeah, fuck.
No, Avril Lavigne.
Jackson, do you know who Green Day is?
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
gonna
I do.
treat you
They
like
were
a
in the
baby now,
Simpsons
since
movie.
you are so determined to treat me like a boomer. I'm gonna act as if you were 7, and I have to teach you all this great music from back
I
in my
probably
day.
was,
Jackson.
but I still know the things.
Oh, we
that I
gotta
just
we gotta
didn't
talk on that,
grow up
boys.
With them, probably.
That's a good lead into a topic. I a couple days ago, because I was driving to Orlando, so I wanted music for the drive. I spent many hours yesterday just going on YouTube and looking up bands I'd been recommended or songs or checking out stuff that was like, oh, if you like this band, you might like this band. Boys, I know it's a meme on the internet, but every single song, I made sure to check every single song. The top comment was something like, oh, this is real music. Not like that shit on the radio. Like, oh, I'll listen to this real metal band, not Korn or Slipknot. Every single fucking top comment, and they all had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of upvotes.
That's
And I'm
not
wondering,
true. I promise if you go to Nickelback's YouTube videos, it would say this shit sucks.
That's for like super. That's like for the super popular generic stuff. I'm talking about like if they're the slightest bit of
you
like
think-
not mainstream radio band.
Do you think there's some
I'm not even
diehard?
talking like hipster.
If there's some diehard Nickelback fan who really loves the band to this day, and he thinks he's the one, like he's the martyr, like Jesus Christ's second coming.
The last Nickelback fan on earth.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Nickelback. They're not that bad. They're just really generic, boring.
You know what's very interesting about this conversation now is Avril Lavigne, or Melissa,
I know.
as she's better known, was married to Nickelback's Chad Kroger.
Yeah, Chad Kroger.
The hole goes deeper. Jesus.
All right. So, okay, that's what I was gonna say, Charlie. Conspiracy theorists.
Wait. Which one's married to Chad? The dead one or the alive one?
The alive one.
The imposter.
Okay.
So I was thinking about conspiracy theories. I listened to Alex Jones on another podcast, and I love listening to these people. Eddie Bravo, especially. He's a flat earther who thinks chemtrails are real and all that shit. I think so. They're suspicious about everything. No matter what the news tells them, no matter what happens on TV, they think, "Oh, this is just the government lying to us." They go, "Oh, if you look at this chemtrail from just angle, it looks like the Star of David. It's them Jews behind this." don't they ever think that maybe the Illuminati or whatever wants them to believe everything is a conspiracy? Isn't that something that ever comes up in their meetings? Maybe.
Oh, man.
Like
What would the
you
Illuminati
think,
gain from that?
well, they will gain
Throws
that-
everyone off their trail.
Yeah, it's a red herring. You throw them off the trail. You think, okay, so they faked, what was that shooting where they shot a bunch of children? Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook.
So they say Sandy Hook was fake. Well, what if the Illuminati wants you to think it's fake, huh? How about that, Alex Jones? What if you fell for
the
it?
difference in that, the difference in that is people want to feel like they're outsmarting something. So the fact that they think they're outsmarting something is probably enough. They really wouldn't care about the motive behind
How are
it.
you outsmarting anything when you're claiming that Avril Lavigne is dead?
Because they're
dead for
seeing,
20 years.
they're seeing through the lies. Jackson, you're a bit ignorant on the topic, and it shows. All right, just because you
Yeah.
haven't done your research.
Jackson barely
I'm
even knows
just
who
not
Avril
attached
is.
to Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
Too young to even
For
know who
real.
she is.
God, disgusting, Jackson. We're listening to a whole
Well,
album
actually,
of
I see
girlfriend
through
remixes.
I see through all this. Actually, I think Melissa's the one that's dead. I think Avril Lavigne took over Melissa's job.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
No, now you're just throwing out nonsense, genuine nonsense.
Typical conspiracy
What were you going to
theory.
say, Kyle?
I forgot. Doesn't matter. But I read the stupidest fucking take though yesterday. Have you guys seen? I want to take this in the slightly the same direction here on a tangent still, but the whole about Marilyn Manson's satanic lyrics. If you play them backwards at twice the speed and you switch the song during midway through the vinyl, you'll get a message that says "shoot your friends." You guys have seen, I'm sure, the Joker trailer, right, with Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks kind of nice. I'm not usually big into superhero movies, but it looks okay. So this is a take from Rachel Miller
This superhero movie.
on Facebook, who's implying that this is gonna cause more school shootings. She says, this is from August 8th. Okay, I've pinpointed exactly what is that bothers me about the Joker movie. I don't want to watch a movie that shows us the trauma that drove the Joker insane. I don't want to watch a well-intentioned but unstable man get bullied until he turns into a mass murderer. So let me cut it off there. Was the Joker ever well-intentioned?
No.
Well,
That's what I thought.
he could be in this movie. We don't know.
Yeah, this is like a total like redo of the Joker's persona, so they could take it in that direction.
Yeah.
Though I don't see how.
Yeah, I don't see how this one Facebook commenter could possibly know this. As far as I know, I was like questioning myself, how does this person know that the Joker is well-intentioned? I don't want to watch a man get rejected by women as an excuse for his future of domestic abuse. I don't want to be shown what a poor, unfortunate underdog this man was who was sadly forced by circumstances and that nasty Batman to take up a life of crime. I don't want to have sympathy for a man best known for his robbery, murder, and arguable rape shoved down my throat for 2 hours. I don't know the story of
this
the
this
Joker
person
raping.
is literally sitting down and going, I don't want sympathetic villains, which are arguably the greatest villains ever created.
No, what they're saying is I don't want to watch adult movies. I'd rather watch Blue's Clues or something.
Yeah.
Put on Nickelodeon.
no.
Yeah, so-
if you don't
I
want
don't like how Batman and Joker can't just sit down and talk their problems
You
out.
guys know as well as everyone else, the reason this is coming up is because all of a sudden people can't separate fact from fiction. They think that if you're watching a movie about a villain, you have to be the villain and be on the villain's side.
have
Yeah.
to be the Joker. Everyone shows up
give
to
the
the
Joker
theater.
a platform.
Everyone's gonna show up to the theater with like fucking Joker hair and tattoos, and they're gonna do his laugh.
Oh, I guarantee a lot of people are going to
I think
do that.
some will
Oh,
do
yeah.
that, but
Oh,
they're not going to
yeah.
be evil people. They're just going to be cringy, fat boys.
Yeah.
So you guys don't have this post in front of you, but every paragraph starts with the words "I don't want to." So don't.
Then don't do it.
Yeah, no one's forcing you
The
to watch
end.
this. Let the rest of us watch it. She says, "I don't want to have sympathy."
No, she's also free to share her opinion about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and I'm free to shit on it. I don't want to have sympathy for a man best known for his. I read that. I don't want this to be sold as a relatable story that can happen to anyone with a bad enough day, and I don't want to be around any of the lonely white boys who relate to it. Do you see what I'm getting at? And I guess that's the part that I got most angry at is I don't want
Kaya.
this to be sold. Fuck off.
Kaya, you should write a rebuttal, and all it should say is, "I don't want to read your blog post," and that's it.
Damn,
So-
dude.
Ooh,
God,
that's
good.
fine. Take that, Augustus or whatever her name is.
Rachel Miller.
Augustus.
Oh, I was close.
Oh, thank God the Roman Emperor is blogging about Joker.
Yeah, here comes Nero again, playing Batman. Ugh.
God damn it, there's Caligula bitching about the Joker again.
I don't know if there ever is a good time for a movie that paints mass murder as the logical conclusion of a socially isolated, debatably neurodivergent white man being failed by the system. But I feel as though this is not fucking it.
Why the fuck would you ever assume that the movie's saying go shoot everybody? The whole point is he's a villain. The literal entire
But
point
he-
is he becomes a bad guy.
He's the protagonist, Andrew, which means you have to relate and become the protagonist of the movie you're watching.
God.
Don't you understand how they work? Because no one understands what reality is anymore.
So the funny thing is at the end she ends it. This goes on for paragraphs upon paragraphs of each and every single one starting with the words "I don't want to," and then she ends it with "God, I'm sick of the Joker." Somebody like data mined her bullshit, her Twitter, and from 2 years ago she also says that she'd rather be the Joker than Batman because he's cooler. But what really bothers me is this is why I keep saying that our generation is worse than the boomers. This has 55,000 likes on Twitter. 55,000.
Ooh, you want to know something like equally as pathetic that I saw the other day? Someone was giving a list of trigger warnings for the new It movie, and it was a list of like blood, implied rape, homophobia,
Clowns.
vomit,
Colophobia?
vomit,
What is
again,
that?
More vomit. What is what?
Colophobia?
That's vomit, isn't it? Or is that shit?
No, I think that's vomit. I don't remember. But anyway, it was just this fucking list of trigger warnings that was just being passed around all over the place, and every comment was like, "You're doing God's work. Now I know not to see this R-rated movie because there's blood in it." Shit like
I
that.
just read the fucking ratings. The ratings specifically tell you what's in it.
Like, I don't know why you would go to a horror movie and want to know every single thing that's going to happen so that way you can make sure that you're 100% safe in there or something. It makes no sense to me.
So, yeah, it just, see, this, she follows it up with another tweet, and this will be the last thing. She says, "It was not that long ago when a socially isolated, disgruntled white man who felt wronged by society quite literally dressed up as the Joker and shot up a movie theater in Colorado." And she's talking about that loser, the... Fuck, what was his
Dark
name?
Knight shooter.
Yeah. I forget his name, but with the orange hair and the dumbass.
Yeah, and the
So-
wide-eyed stare every time.
I wanna hear from someone how this is different than Catholic moms, those prudish Catholic moms in the 80s blaming Marilyn Manson for Columbine. Saying it was not that long ago
Because,
when
Kaya, this is
Marilyn
different.
Manson was rapping about killing Jesus.
Oh my god, you just don't understand the difference, Kaya. It's just, I can see you're a little ignorant on the topic, and it shows.
Of course.
People.
Fuck me, man.
You
Why you
guys
gotta read
remember
these
when
things?
when people would get mad at something and just be like, "Yeah, I hated that. It wasn't for me," but wouldn't actively lobby to get it censored and taken down? I miss those days.
I
know.
I miss those days when it was just 5 of those people. Like 5 mothers against Marilyn Manson, and the rest of us make fun of them. Like, this is ridiculous. Now with the power of social media, these people get 55,000 likes. They make the news. Mainstream media writes articles about this shit. We're about to get a torrent of articles arguing what a terrible movie The Joker is because the protagonist is a white guy who shoots people.
The reason things exist like that is because social media is a bubble that just serves up the opinions you want to hear constantly. So there's like just
I've
get
also,
like mass attraction or whatever.
I've been thinking on that for a while. I also hate, and it goes with it, that social media is an equal platform. You have no idea if the person writing that article is 16 or if they're fucking an idiot. Or if they were raised in a like abusive household where they were like, "We don't watch violent movies," and their parents fucking kick them in the face every time.
Yeah.
And the problem is that you have no context for this shit, so everything just appeals to how it appeals to you. Meaning that all the useless, vile, dumb shit gets pushed to the top because people find some way to want it or relate to it.
I wonder if it's because like society has become so boring because of social media that people now look to fiction more heavily to kind of guide them.
Things are too
like,
good now. Have you heard that argument where things right now are too good in Western society? Like our problems are so minuscule and unimportant that's why all this stuff is starting to crop up more and more because people need conflict.
Yeah, but
It's pretty silly. I'm completely kind of against that one. I think Jackson's more on the nose. Like, look at how people use the internet. People look at YouTubers and Instagrammers as like friends and family, and they get their social aspect from anything on the internet and anyone on the internet. So obviously they're going to turn to something like a movie to mold their beliefs and attack.
I think it could be both. I think because life is so good, life has become boring for these people. Like they've got no real conflict that they can grow from.
Yeah.
So they kind of look to fiction to fill that
I think it's
void
both
of
too.
conflict to like
we have
mold themselves.
We have an entire generation now by this point who is literally hitting their 20s, their early 20s, who were raised entirely on the internet. Entirely.
No.
All of their friends are on the internet. All of their interactions on the internet. Everything they're invested in and care about is on the internet. So
I don't even say
they
raised.
just take things. What?
I don't say raised on the internet. I say raised by. Like,
Well, yeah,
but
that's a better way to put it. But the point is that everything they care about is on the internet. So when it's something this minuscule, they lose their fucking minds over it.
I think
It's
the
biggest
internet
deal.
is more of a tool for them to bitch about the insignificant things. So because you have
I
now,
like to think that if your biggest complaint right now is a movie is coming out that has things you don't like in it, you live a pretty good life. Like if that's your biggest problem, if that's what's occupying your time and worth speaking up about, not the fact you would have to say, oh, I don't have clean drinking water, or oh, I got shot at today. You live a pretty comfortable and good life. Just my thoughts.
yeah, I got so much.
that's the entitlement coming from Andrew, of course.
Oh yeah.
You don't understand how
What?
horrible it
Could
is.
Could you speak up? I can't hear you over the helicopter blades. I'm just going to a meeting.
Yeah, man, it's
Speaking of helicopter blades, you too can afford helicopter rides by all the money you'll save using honey. Isn't that right, Andrew?
yeah. You don't have to be a millionaire. You just have to be smart with your spending.
You don't even have to be well off. You just have to be smart. And did you know that if you're smart and use honey, you can save up to $126 per year by doing nothing? Just literally installing a browser app and saving that much money by doing nothing. Do you know what $126 can buy you guys? That's a pair of
lot of food.
AirPods. Yeah, a lot of food, $1 McChickens or tacos.
Avril Lavigne's corpse.
Put it towards your textbooks
album?
because those are getting expensive. Yeah, Avril Lavigne's album to support her family's will.
Wait, okay, so that's true. Like
Anything.
$126 that's like 2 years worth of a streaming
lot.
subscription to a music service. Listen to 2 years of music free if you install Honey.
Yeah. Honey is a free browser extension that will save you money everywhere that you shop online. It finds you coupon codes and discounts and applies them automatically. Honey has saved all four of us money at various points in our lives. I know for a fact I am looking dead center on my browser right now at the little Honey button. It's sitting there waiting, listening, saying, "Hey,
tantalizing.
you want to save money?" And it works on way more websites than you think. I'll be at fucking obscure like Japanese import websites, and it's like, "Oh yeah, we got coupons. Try it." There's really no reason not to use Honey. It's free to use, installs on your computer in just 2 clicks, and it'll save you money so you can treat yourself to something nice. Again, $126 a year for doing nothing. Get Honey
they
for...
also have this cool. Also have this cool gold feature. So even if like the product you're buying doesn't have a like a what do you call it, a code or whatever to get a discount, they give you money back on your actual purchase. Like I bought some accommodation. I ordered some accommodation today for a trip I'm taking in a few weeks. And even though there was no discount code, I still like made back like $10 in Honey Gold that I can use at other stores, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. And you can get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/official. That's joinhoney.com/official. It's totally free.
Free.
I
Totally.
love Honey.
So where are you going,
Yeah.
Jackson?
Honey's the fucking greatest.
Just to a concert down in another city.
What are you listening to? I bet it's not Avril Lavigne.
Ooh, it's the 1975. If
What the
you know
fuck
who they
is
are.
that?
Yeah, what is that?
It's kind of like a I don't even know. I'm going with my girlfriend, so it's
Oh,
not
God.
It's not me.
I know what this is. Never mind. I looked him up. Yucky Jackson, very yucky.
I'm looking forward to it.
Have fun,
An
man. I
excuse
guess.
to get drunk.
So, are you just saying this because your girlfriend is listening? Are you just going for her? But that's fine. I'm not judging you. Just
What? It's her birthday weekend, but
okay.
also
I see.
also I wanted.
Oh, boy.
I was trying to sell honey, and that's the most recent thing I purchased.
Yeah, and
so.
you're trying to get laid. I see how it is. You poor fuck. This is a boy band. Oh man.
Yeah, it's worse than a
Maybe
boy
she'll
band.
think of me.
Yeah, sure.
Boy bands used to be fun. Boy bands used to be really enjoyable music. Like, even unironically, like the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, the classic bangers. Now boy bands are just fucking impossible to listen to.
Why do you say that?
Because you're older now.
Who's a
Nuh-uh. I
Yeah, are
still-
you just aren't you just
I
being
feel
an
like
old
they're the
curmudgeon?
You
No.
absolutely are.
No fucking way. The music
the
is
same.
significantly less. There's no energy in modern boy band music. None. It's all sad and like gloomy, like, oh, this, prom's not looking great.
I completely and utterly disagree.
You're gonna get so much hate now, Charlie, from all the BTS army.
Yeah,
That's
even if
not a
you-
boy band, that's K-pop, that's separate.
That's the
Those
same
are
fucking
boy
thing.
bands.
Boy bandish boy
That's what
bands.
the
That's
current boy bands are
K-pop.
now. That's
Okay,
the whole point.
they are
K-pop is different.
androgynous
It's
bands.
literally boy bands. Literally, it does the same exact stuff as NSYNC and Backstreet Boys back in the day. They have those specials where they're like, "What do each member of BTS like to eat?"
Yeah.
Buy the new
I
poster.
understand
It's the
I understand
same
they're
exact
boy
thing.
bands, but they are K-pop.
What's the
So what?
difference?
It's just a
It's
different
boy band
word.
music, but in Korean. That's exactly
The only
it.
difference is,
There's no difference.
Yeah, it's a different language, different term, and they all look kind of like girls. But other than that, it's a boy band, technically.
Yeah. Every single thing is exactly the same. They wear the fucking stylish outfits. They do the dance moves at their concerts and music videos. They have the same kind of shtick. It's exactly the same, except they speak Korean and not English.
Well, I didn't count K-pop into my boy bands comment.
Well, what boy bands are you talking about then?
The 1975.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, wait, does America even still have boy bands? I feel like you guys have moved on to singular women, like young women.
have,
is
yeah.
Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, the other girl.
No,
Yeah.
boy bands have transitioned into being just like
Korean.
like vloggers. Well, yeah, that too.
And Korean,
But, like
yeah.
vlogs
If you
have
want-
taken over that.
If you want boy band music today, like actual boy band music, it's all Korean, all of it. Except I think there's a couple Japanese ones as well, but that's it. That's where you got to go. American pop music is, how would you guys describe it in a bubble?
Dominated
It's
by
either
young
like-
women. I think that's the thing. I think boy bands
Yeah.
transitioned into, okay, let's find a cute girl, let's auto-tune the shit out of her. Does she have a cute butt? All right, we're selling her.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Or it's an indie rock band that's like they play really light chords and put some kind of weird instrument over it, like a weird poppy keyboard, or like, oh, he plays the cello in this band. It's weird. look at his accordion. Whoa, watch out!
I love how that's the gimmick is, oh, look at this instrument. It's not auto-tuned.
That's
It's a cello. It's a
That's
violin.
literally what it is, though. There are so many American indie rock bands where it's like, yeah, we play 3 chords and we sing about how, like, life is hard when you know the truth of stuff. But that guy over there plays the xylophone, so it's cool. Like, there's a lot of those.
An accordion.
Are there any K-pop bands that have an accordion in it? Like
No,
one of the
K-pop
androgynous
band-
boys is holding an accordion.
K-pop bands is like fun as it gets for that department. It's only like the most generic of beats and stuff, but with like a lot going on
Yeah.
at the same time in choreography.
Jackson, if you thought that, like, Backstreet Boys and all that during that era was mass produced, oh my God, some K-pop bands they're just a machine. They're just the most.
Oh no, yeah.
The most just
That's-
like widespread surveyed, clean, tidied up, what will young girls like type production as you
I don't want to
possibly
get into
can
any
make.
embarrassing topics or anything, but I've been watching a few Korean dramas recently, so it must just be something with
Jackson's
the-
watching Korean dramas. Ha ha.
God.
So like the Korean The Korean entertainment industry just must be mass produced and like created in a lab, because every single Korean drama I've watched has followed the exact same template. It is crazy. Down to,
Interestingly
like, the
enough,
most minute detail.
I was going to bring this up, and this is a perfect time to. I told Andrew, because I think this is cool as shit, a friend of mine from high school who, I don't know if he dropped out of high school, but he left my high school, moved to Sweden, is now one of the biggest K-pop writers for the biggest bands and groups in all of Korea.
Which one?
He writes all of the albums. I'm not allowed to say right now because he has a massive project coming out in this month.
Could you type it in
Is he
our
lying?
chat?
Do you have proof?
Yeah, I can drop it to you guys.
I'm not
but he
accusing
doesn't
you of
want
lying.
his
I
name
just
out there.
no, I don't need proof. Just tell us with like a band, one band, like any. So I just have some
Okay, I can tell you
reference.
some of the ones he wrote.
Okay.
Do you guys know Shine? Shiny? I'm not sure which it is.
No. I don't know why I thought I could
Okay.
recognize
What if-
K-pop bands.
Yeah, like what about Cherry Bullet?
No.
Ah,
Of course,
my
Cherry
favorite.
Bullet. Yes, with the nice chocolatey aftertaste of a Merlot.
Well,
No.
okay, well
Can
he's
you
done a
sing it to
lot for a
us?
lot of different ones, but the next one he's doing is a fucking massive one.
Okay.
And I think it's really fucking cool that I know the guy that's like the man behind the monster, basically.
It's pretty cool.
I think it's fucking awesome.
You know
Yeah.
the puppeteer. If not the puppeteer, you know the guy who is basically the strings of the puppeteer.
yeah. He's well. Is he any different to the people actually performing on the stage then?
He
Yeah.
actually
He
a
should
couple
be
of the
on
songs,
stage.
a couple of songs on the album, he's the one singing.
Oh.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Yep. So some of them, like,
get him as
I
a
don't know if
guest.
like the group lips.
Does he
Yeah,
have to
I-
put on an Asian
Yeah,
accent
prove
or
it.
anything like that?
No. So in the one that I watched, like his voice is like the main vocal track, but one of them's lip singing to it, and I couldn't help but feel bad for him because it's like, shit, this guy can sing really well, but he's not getting any of the credit.
So the
for it.
unfortunate thing is there's
that's
billions
kind
of
of the-
K-pop fans, but we could not have this guy on as a guest because then the ruse is blown. It's like we would be peeking behind the curtain, right?
They get credit. So
I know
from
they
what
get credit.
I understand.
I understand that.
That's
you look
not what
at
he's saying.
like you look at a Katy Perry album or a Rihanna album, and the credits are, for a single song, there's 27 writers. You go, holy shit!
Yeah.
This bitch has ghostwriters out the ass. I understand that, but I feel like if you asked him on, he would still have to say no, just to keep up the illusion that these K-pop people are all
I was
real
thinking
humans.
about that.
Oh, they
that's the-
go.
That's what I was worried about too, because I did want to like have him either on the podcast or just talk to him in general about it in a video. But I feel like he probably couldn't, because obviously what I'd want to know is what his opinion is on like the stan culture behind it all. And if he's like, yeah, I think it's fucking unhealthy and bad,
Yeah.
he's out
No.
of a
Oh,
job.
I
Yeah,
think
he's
also
fucked.
I think also contractually he might not be able to say anything at all because they take their image and presentation very, very seriously. One of the big, I believe it was a girl in a big K-pop girls band, I believe. She got a boyfriend, and because they have to market they have to market themselves as single and flirty and cute, she had to publicly apologize for letting fans find out she had a boyfriend.
I remember that. You told us
Yeah.
that one.
That
That's
shit is
fucking
crazy.
She was swiftly executed.
I remember that one
she
too.
was
Yeah,
beheaded live on TV.
it's the same thing as that one Twitch streamer who
While
got
her
in trouble
bandmates
for.
danced behind her.
You
But
can't,
they were
man.
sad about it.
I don't think you can if you're a ghostwriter. You have to keep up the illusion because remember, there's an army, millions of 13-year-old girls who think that this song, it's so deep. It's written by Yi Wang over here. This was about his first girlfriend, his breakup. They don't know this was written by 27 lawyers and expert ghostwriters. They think this was written by this actual
Yeah.
person on the band.
How does it take that many people to write a song?
I
Do
don't
they
know.
each contribute like one word?
no,
each,
no,
A
or
lot of them
does it-
don't even contribute. It's
No,
just a board.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like if you use that studio, let's say, those people that own the studio or just happen to be in the room are probably getting credit as well.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't
Right.
contribute.
So
That's
it's like
why
a-
I'll never take seriously anyone who goes, this song really speaks to me. It's like he wrote it for me. It's like he just gets it, It's like, nah, that 40-year-old businessman knew what to write to make you want to buy it.
Yeah, I think
so
it's
some people.
either people in the boardroom or they have like analysts and people who can argue the numbers sitting in a room with ties on and shirts, and they go, these lyrics, if and during the refrain, if she says "my man" instead of "my boy," we see a better correlation among the teenage population. 47% of the girls like this instead of 37% of the boys. So we should change this lyrics. That analyst, I think, gets credit as a writer.
Well, that's interesting. So if you like click on the names in the credits or whatever, it pops up like some accountant in C6, section C6 of the building or some shit.
I'm waiting for the day that the music industry takes after the movie industry, and we get to the point where music videos have like 2-minute long scrolling credits afterwards. Songwriters.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it. It'll happen.
That would be pretty
I
cool.
think that'd be amazing.
So not just behind the music videos, behind every album, the album itself. I don't know if they still do it. I've never bought a CD since, I don't know, 10 years ago. But back in my day, Jackson, we used to buy CDs, and the CD would come with a little brochure with all the lyrics in it. And it would have maybe one page
CD?
a copy disc. I don't even know what it
disc.
Compact disc. I don't even know what it stands for
You
anymore.
mean cloud download, right?
Kids these fucking days
Yes.
will never know the feeling of sitting in the car listening to a portable CD player, and then the car hits a bump and your song skips. They will never know that feeling.
It stands for
God damn
Cloud
it. I'm mad
Download,
now. I'm
Jackson. So the CD
It was
would...
my joke. You can't just say my joke again louder.
Yeah, I can. I just did.
He gets
And you know
credit for
what,
it now.
Jackson? I'll get credit for it as a writer for that joke.
Exactly. I just said that. Doing it again.
Let's have credits at the end of this episode. Make sure we render some credit. Let's have every patron rendered as a credit, as a co-writer.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
Fuck, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so we had the credits at the end, Jackson, but I forgot about what else I was gonna say. I forgot my point. Thanks.
Something about compact discs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
one of
know
those.
that, but
A relic of a previous time.
yeah, I know that too, but
Jack-
I forgot the actual point I was gonna make.
All you wanted to do is steal Jackson's jokes. You didn't
Yeah,
have
that'll
a point.
teach you.
Oh well. What if people found out that our podcast is manufactured as all those K-pop people? Like we each aren't even real people. We get handed our jokes to us from the suits, the men and the 27 guys handing us a script.
It's a live hangout podcast. I cannot believe they bought that for that long. We literally spend 45 minutes before each episode going over what we'll discuss, what kind of jokes we'll do, whether or not a topic is good. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, really.
Come on.
Jesus.
Should have seen it coming.
Yeah.
The
God, I
ultimate
do my
ruse.
makeup and my hair in case my webcam goes
For
on.
an audio podcast.
You never know, man. What if I get hacked mid-episode?
We've received some
a big
budget
deal
cuts
about it.
ever since they focused their resources on BTS. What does that even stand for, BTS?
Behind the scenes.
I think it's boys and then something.
Oh, it's-
it basically, I believe, just means
Nice.
boy band.
It's Bangtan
I
Boys.
think.
Oh wait, it's Bangtan
No, I was-
Sonyeondan. Okay.
I was wrong. I was thinking of something else.
The Septet. What is a
I think
septet?
one of them just.
What's it? What?
Septet. Jeez, there's a word for it.
Like seven?
Is it a
says-
Korean word? You got to remember they're Korean.
No, it's not.
It probably
Korean
means
word,
there's 7
it's
people in
English.
the band.
Apparently, it means a group of 7 people playing music or singing
Oh,
together.
septet.
Or
So you know
septet,
how
yeah.
there's a quartet?
Yeah.
How there's a
okay.
quartet? Yeah, that's 4. So sept is the prefix for 7.
So
So it's a septet.
their Wikipedia says the septet co-writes and produces much of their output. I love how this is pointed out as, this is just expected now that these 7 guys write mostly just some of their own lyrics and music.
I mean, even then,
It's always been that way, though. That's not like overly different. Everyone's had well, not even ghostwriters. Everything, like when you put on a full album, you'll write maybe 2 songs on it. The rest is made by a couple of different guys, like 2 of the big names,
Yeah.
like Max Martin and stuff like that.
I mean, they are mass produced though. There's very little ingenuity in there. They have a fucking video that is massively viral and popular where they just go to sleep. Like literally the whole video is they go, we got BTS in a room with 7 beds. Find out what happens. And then they go to bed. And they literally film them sleeping, and they have a highlight reel of them tossing and turning in their sleep. And then when they wake up, they have to play party games. I know
Imagine
because
how
I've
many
watched
people
this. I've
masturbated
watched
to
this
that video.
video. I was at a friend's house, and her sister loves K-pop, so it was on the TV. And I was like, I'll give this a shot. And it was literally watch BTS go to sleep. And then when they wake up, they play party games.
It's got to be like a sexual thing, right? Like
It's the same teenage girl fantasy of like, oh, he's so cute, he's so dreamy.
Yeah.
No,
He's so
I
hot.
guarantee. I wouldn't be surprised if all 7 of those guys are virgins. By contract,
What?
they're not allowed to have sex. And also, I guarantee the girls cannot, like they would not fuck them because they idolize them too much.
No.
I guarantee it.
That's silly.
They view them as gods.
That's silly.
They would never. I bet you.
No. So
I think
I
it
will
depends
grant you
on the
this.
market.
I'm sure their managers are around them like guard dogs and will not let any female near them, just in case they don't get, they don't want them to get Me Too'd or whatever. But no way they are virgins.
I bet you it's the market. I bet if it's a girls band, then they have to be. They're like the virgin image and like, yeah, I've never even kissed a boy. But if it's the boy band, like, and they're like, are you a
giant
virgin?
sluts.
Yeah.
And then for the boy band, it's probably if they get asked, they're like, oh well, I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah, Andrew is
having
absolutely
right
right. You
now.
don't want a male idol to be the sad loser incel who doesn't get any attention from the women. You don't want the virgin, untouched territory image from the men.
But you do want that for the women. So the women image is very pure and cute and flirty. Whereas the guy image is very like, look how attractive I am and look how cool I am.
Look at this guy. He's desired by every other woman too, but he chose me. He wrote these lyrics for me. So I'm looking at them at Wikipedia, and their names are V, J-Hope, RM, Jin, Jimin,
J-Hope.
Jungkook, where is he?
Jungkook's
there he is.
on-
He's the best one.
No,
Jungkook's my man. Don't diss him. He's the best. He
My
fell out of
bias
the
is
bed.
J-Hope.
I'm not saying he's
Jungkook
not the
fell
best.
out of his bed. 2019.
You can stand him, bro. I'm just saying Jungkook sounds like a slur. And Suga. Suga's kind of...
J-Hope. My
you didn't
bias.
even mention Rap Monster. Are you a real BTS fan or not?
What the fuck is Rap
What was that last
Monster?
one? It's
one of their nicknames is Rap Monster.
yeah.
kidding.
Those names got progressively more like gangster, like Art Sugar.
They have a rap vibe.
Sugar,
they do
is it
some rap
Sugar?
songs.
I don't know. That's what it
I don't
sounded
know.
like when you said it.
But
No,
yeah,
it's-
so the only one whose name I ever remember is Jungkook, and that's because I distinctly remember in that video where they go to sleep, he falls out of the bed at one point, and it's like a wacky highlight.
So
I was like,
just-
all right, that's the only one I'm gonna remember.
I clicked one of their names. I clicked on Suga, S-U-G-A. I don't know if it's Suga or Suga. He looks like he's maybe 16, but he's 26. I don't know how this happens. I don't know how much makeup you need to make someone look this young. That's insane.
They're not old. They're not old. I think
Yeah,
they're
but they
26.
do look very, very, very
They do.
young.
yeah, that's true. Well, that's the image.
Basically, like, these guys are real life lollies for women, in my opinion.
That's a perfect fucking description. I like that.
No, you're not wrong.
They are. Fuck, now that you've
miss-
said that, that is the perfect little pigeonhole to put them into.
I really like their music, but at the end of the day, they are marketed to look like children for sex appeal or something.
Yeah.
It's a bit odd, but I do like the music.
Sugar and V-Man and J-Hope and Jimin, Jin, Jungkook, Zipperhead, they're all, they're 2,000-year-old demons, really. They may look like little boys, but they're legal. What would our K-pop band name be?
Ooh, good question.
J-Off.
J-Off's not bad, actually.
that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's pretty good.
J-Off, I think you nailed it in one take. I'm fine with J-Off.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
That's pretty
Okay,
solid.
what are our...
Jackson, you'd have to change your name to J, though, to fit the theme.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
I'm committed.
I don't think that would fly if we all just go with the initials like J, A, C, and K. It has to be a little
he
more
would be
unique.
J, and I'd need the edgy teenage rap name. I'd probably be like Beat Destroyer or something like that. You got to compete with Rap Monster.
I think I would be.
My bias is Beat Destroyer. That's not going to work out.
Okay, what's yours, Jackson and Charlie?
I mean, like if you just spell my name like Jacksun, it sounds kind of like Jackson or something.
Arigato nani, Jackson.
Jackson.
Baka.
That actually sounds really cool. Fuck, mine can't do that. I guess I don't know. I'd want something like one word, something like memorable. So maybe like
Penguin Zero.
Blast.
yeah, oh, it's up there.
Penguin Zero. Critical.
Critical sounds like Beat
Yeah,
Destroyer a
call
little
yourself
bit. guys.
critical. There you go. Do it.
No, I would not have that as my K-pop name. I'd be.
Criticun?
Oh fuck. Well, that's Japanese.
Oh.
It needs to be one word. I want it to be like maybe even one syllable, like a like a cha. Could just be cha.
Cha.
That's so lazy. That's really indicative of your attitude. I'll take my name, but make
you
it
know what?
shorter.
Fucking knowing Charlie, he would be called Cha, and then at every press release he'd go, just call me Charlie. It's fine. God. Kaya, what would your K-pop name be?
So I'm leaning towards QI, like Kai Ki, like Kaya. The first half of Kaya is Ka. Or Geno, like Geno, as in genocide, since that's pretty much what my people have done so far. Geno.
Kaya, I think I got a good one for you. See,
Why were you so excited about that, Charlie? You really
Because Gino sounded cool.
Charlie thinks genocide sounds cool.
Kaya, I got a good one for you. You take the word kawaii, Japanese for cute, but you're kai-wai.
No, I'm Kawaii or San.
What?
Or Chan.
Kaiwai or san, or something like that.
Kaiwai.
Yeah, Kaiwai.
Kawaii.
Kawaya. Ooh, that's good too. Kawaya. I like that.
Okay. I don't know. I'm still leaning towards Geno, but yeah, right. I guess Charlie isn't very happy about the genocide connotation.
Please, he's
Yeah,
Chan
kind of
now.
ruined a cool name, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This is so
Well,
stupid.
there's our boy band. Not our boy band, our K-pop band. Oh, they're the same thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, by this point in history.
All right, what do we call our first song?
Do we speak Korean?
let's-
Or are we English? Or?
Do we speak Korean? No, I don't think any of us speak Korean, Andrew.
Fuck, we're gonna have a hard time becoming a Korean boy band.
I can already tell all of the K-pop songs kind of have the similar theme. Like one of a song that I know off the top of my head is called like I really really like this. So we could just do something like party
Yeah.
feeling, something easy like that.
Okay.
Like basically the song I wrote it. I don't know if I told you guys, but I wrote a song when I was like 4 years old at Disney Quest where they had like the auto fill in stuff to make your own music.
Like Mad Libs.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
you're
this-
a fucking natural.
And the song I ended up creating was called "Let's Party 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 Tonight." And I honestly, looking back on it, I wish I could find it on my old iPod because that could literally work as a K-pop song.
Dude,
Let's do
that
it.
was probably sent directly to like Sony, like
yeah.
UMG or whatever, like
Yeah.
a marketing group, and then they just churned it out to their like current boy
my
band.
God.
You probably wrote a mass-produced song.
Jackson, that's
hope
an
so.
ingenious fucking marketing scheme. You set up a theme park with a ride where you make your own songs, and then they send every song made to a fucking big company so they can produce pop songs that sound like it.
I'd know if they did that with mine. My lyrics were inspired. One of them was, "Got 6 pounds of chocolate. I'm ready to lose control."
How do you remember that? That must have really connected to you.
I listened to
It's a
listened to the
great
shit out
line.
of
It's
it.
poetic.
Wait,
Yeah, I
so
listened
What do
to
you
the
do
fuck
with
out of
6
that
pounds
song.
of chocolate? You lose control.
do we all have to get those bowl cuts and look the same?
That's the part that bugs me, man.
yeah.
If they're a boy band and they're all supposed to be the height of fashion, why do they all have the same exact haircut? You think they'd all do a
That's the
different
fashion.
one?
You just
They didn't
answered
used to. They didn't used to back in the like earlier days of K-pop, like early Shine. they had like really cool fashion, like some Final Fantasy fashion that I liked a lot.
We should do that. We should make that our shtick. Like our costumes are like straight out of anime. Just non-practical, stupid belt buckles everywhere.
But that's not fucking appealing to the
Not anymore,
the audience.
But I don't know. Teenage girls like anime now.
No, Andrew,
live in the
when you
internet?
have those stupid belt buckles on your arm and shit, that doesn't appeal to girls. It appeals to like otakus, the people who watch actual
you're
anime
right.
and they go, "Wow, this is so cool! I bet he has a katana too." It's not a katana, dude. It's
Oh man, that's gonna be
yeah. No,
that's gonna be sad if we're in our first concert or whatever. We look out to the audience. It's just a bunch of fat and tech kids.
yeah.
We're all makeup.
we
We're
got
all full of
waifu
makeup.
pillows.
Yeah.
How y'all feeling tonight? We just hear, whoa, yeah. I like
I'd
this
wanna be-
band.
I'd want to be glamored out too. I'm talking like freckle glitter. I'd want like full pounds of makeup caked on. I'd want to put on like
yeah.
a big performance for the, let's party
Yeah,
tonight.
But you don't
wanna
want to
wear
cosplay
like
as
a
a
fucking
anime
superhero
character,
costume.
right?
Yeah, no. I'm saying I'd try and emulate current K-pop trends. I wouldn't like go back in time, even though I think it's significantly better, like the early K-pop trends. But I'd want to go all in.
Yeah, we'd have to learn Korean.
No, not necessarily.
I'll be the guy who, during anime intros, sings the English part.
Fuck you. You speak like 3 languages, and you're gonna be the one who does the English part.
Yeah, no.
Do the German breakdown.
Okay, I can do that too. Andrew, you know how the Japanese have this weird obsession with German? Like you watch Hellsing the anime, it's half of it is
yeah.
fucking German Nazis and all that sort of shit, and then you watch
They love Hitler for some reason.
yeah. Well, that's not what I said, but they love German for some reason. You watch Attack on Titan and all the names are Germanic and all that shit, and they
No,
have these
I
German
totally get
lyrics
what
to
you're
their
saying.
music.
Yeah.
I'll be the guy. Okay, I'll sing the German.
Yeah, sing the German breakdown. You'll be the sexy erotic foreigner because they'll be like, "Oh wow, he's an actual German guy." Whoa.
Meanwhile, I show up
let's see,
with
do you-
dark eyes, dark hair, dark chest hair with an accent. Like, yes, I'm German.
Pretty drunk.
Pretty drunk. In a wife beater,
Stumbles
and a
out on
vodka bottle in my hand.
Kaya just falls over on stage and everyone roars into applause.
Look
Do you
at the
even have the
German.
chops for it, Kaya? Do you give me a German let's party tonight?
Lass uns feiern. Feiern.
That sounds cool. It's perfect.
That's fucking awesome.
That sounded fucking metal, and you didn't even say anything.
Wait,
fucking
now
great.
do the chocolate line. I want to hear the chocolate line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot
in case
the
you forgot,
chocolate
it's
line.
got 6 pounds of got 6 pounds of chocolate. I'm ready to lose control.
What's pounds and kilograms? We use kilograms.
You can
Just say 6 kilograms. It's fine.
6
Wir
kilograms.
haben
is fine.
6 Kilogramme von Schokolade und wir werden Kontrolle verlieren. Yeah!
Wow, that sounds unironically great. I like that a lot.
Oh, someone posted the conversion.
Yeah,
Sorry.
fuck all of this.
Wir haben
Let's-
2,72155 Kilogramm Schokolade und wir werden Kontrolle verlieren.
All right, fuck all of this. Let's just all learn instruments, and we'll start a German metal band with Kaya as the singer.
Yeah, and it's only based off of Disney Quest inputs.
It's based off of kids' songs. Yeah.
That just translates Disney songs like Hannah Montana, but in German and in metal.
That'd be great. I'd listen to the fuck out of that. This is our
I just
best
got
idea
sad.
yet.
I just remember Disney Quest got demolished last year, so I'll never be able to see all those songs again.
man, but
Really?
nothing
Last year? I
of,
thought they shut down ages ago.
yeah, and nothing of value is lost, man. Have you been recently?
It's like an arcade, isn't it?
Yeah, it used to be.
It used to be amazing, but the last time I went, which was like a couple months before they were closing it, it was awful. It
Yeah,
aged
everything was
poorly.
broken. They had nothing.
Everything was broken. Everything was old. Nothing was like new or interesting. And the only good things they had were just a bunch of freestanding arcade machines. And it's like you can get that at a lot of places. It just was not what it used to be.
So
It was sad.
I just looked up the lyrics for Hannah
making
Montana,
money.
Cheese Jerky, and the first line is literally Jackson. You're singing this.
Oh,
Me?
Jackson says, I'm the man
Jackson
who
or
had...
Jacksoon?
No, it's Jackson. Literally just Jackson, and he says, I'm the man who had the cheese. Can you sing that, Jackson? Because we can
what?
get famous.
Wait, what's this from?
This is Hannah Montana, Cheese Jerky.
Oh, right. I got the cheese.
That's not what he said at all.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
Well,
ad-libbing. I'm making my own version. I hope we don't get copyright striked or whatever.
yeah, because the algorithm will really detect this cover.
I'm the man who had the cheese.
I'll take Oliver. I'll be Oliver. I'm the man who had the jerky.
All right, now we got to say it both together.
No. Charlie, Andrew, you guys, you got to sing too. I put the link there.
We put them together, and really
worky. There you go.
All right. All four of us, cheese jerky. Say what?
This is what someone came up with. This was on the Disney Channel.
This is worse than my song from Disney Jackson.
I bet
this is not on the fucking album.
I
This is from her
bet you
TV
this has
show.
67 different writers. I bet.
Oh my god.
So the lyrics
thought it was
are
hilarious.
cheese jerky, say what? Cheese jerky, say what? Oliver, mozzarella mousse, Swiss Mugabu turkey. Just
You know, there were at least 6 people in that writing room arguing if it should be mozzarella mousse or like cheddar mousse or something, arguing over the cheese type.
Look at the graphics. What kind of cheese do the kids eat?
Look at the pie,
mozzarella's
damn it.
up this year. Go.
just one taste it'll drive you berserky. Berserky. Okay.
That's way better than anything written there.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Berserky is way
awesome.
cooler than anything they wrote. Holy shit. That's way better.
Berserky.
Why the fuck didn't they do that?
So anime. So mozzarella.
I'm so
mozzarella mousse, Swiss
This is what
Maguda
K-pop's
turkey.
missing.
Just one taste and it'll drive you berserky. Cheese jerky. Say what? Cheese jerky. Say what? Cheese jerky. And it's all freaky
God.
fresh.
Wow.
Holy fuck.
You
I'm
remember when
glad
that?
we got
You
that out
remember when
there.
that was a thing back in the '90s when people wanted to do the fucking radio DJ scratch? They'd be like, "Yo, what's up, guys? Frickin' what's
Yeah.
up?" Remember that shit? God, I'm so glad that died.
I'm not. I had a special charm to it. It's me, Carl. Z.
Yeah. Oh god. I don't think that's ever been cool, even when it was a thing.
No,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was.
super fucking lit back in the day. Yeah.
Really? You think so?
Fuck yeah.
Hey guys, are you just hanging out?
Well, that was bad.
That's what they
There's
would
no
do.
passion there. What's up, guys?
And then it became the point where just movies, you would use that as the way to show the character was awkward and weird and not funny. Like, you
Oh,
guys
the
remember
record
that
scratching
period?
stuff?
Well, you guys remember that period in like the late 90s, probably early 2000s, where the way that you would show a character is quirky and awkward and socially inept is they'd approach to a group and go, "Hey guys, what's going on? Wicka. Know what I'm saying?" And that was
Well,
the
like just-
scene. You don't
Just
remember
being
this?
pushy with trends or whatever. I don't remember that.
The whole point is like it would be any movie, and let's say it's like a high school comedy, and they'd be all like, she'd be like, "That's Jenna. That's the most popular girl in school." And they're like, "Hey, yeah, you should go talk to her and her friends. You'll fit right in. Go on." And then when she finally talks to them, she's like, "Hey guys, I'm feeling fresh." And it's like, "Oh, look, she is awkward and socially inept. Ha ha ha." You don't remember this trend? Am I the only one who
No,
cares
not
about early
really.
2000s movie trends?
I remember them doing like the record scratch sound effects when something didn't work or transitioning, but I don't remember it being like a doom and gloom type thing.
Needle
Yeah, you're just
scratch.
projecting.
Yeah, I'm just talking about what I did in high school. I'm reliving my past experience.
Hey guys, you ever go to the lunch table with jocks and you say, "Err."
They were like, "Holy fuck, that guy's so cool. He's making a record scratch, but he has no DJ table." But yeah, needle scratching was another big one. Every trailer had the whole cut the music record scratch when something happens.
Yeah, I remember
They
those.
still do that. They still do that quite often.
No, they don't. That's been replaced with YouTube trends of making it a gunshot.
Really? That doesn't make sense, though.
K-dramas, Korean dramas have a lot of sound effects from what I've noticed. They seem to be capitalizing on sound effects in their like TV shows. It's pretty
Dude,
cool,
kid-
actually.
So
Kids
what's the
fucking love sound effects.
Yeah. Well, so do I.
Yeah, they're funny. They make the funny sound.
It got me invested in the show.
They're so funny.
You listen to like the Ed, Ed and Eddie sound effects when they're setting something down.
Oh, that
Jackson's
does
glued
not
to it.
count. Ed and Eddie sound effects were a masterclass in sound design. Those were excellent. I'm talking about like generic fucking cartoons that just put the most stale, overused sound effects that they can just to fill air. Like
Well,
fucking
I
Johnny
was-
Test and Whip Cracks. Do you know about that?
No.
No, I was
So-
more talking about YouTubers.
Oh man, I'm gonna ruin the cartoon Johnny Test for everyone because I know all of us were aching to watch another episode of it. So Johnny Test has really, really, really cheap animation, and it means the characters a lot of times just jerk, and then it jump cuts to their face, but it's red and the camera's shaking and the sound is peaking. They do that a lot. You know, like the whole like I was really upset, and then it cuts to their upset face, and it's just red screen, peaking audio, loud noise.
That's not what I was even referring to. I was like the one I watched today. The guy set something in the microwave, and the action of extending his arm had like a creaking sound. The action of putting it in the microwave had a sound, and the act of putting it down had like a boing, 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 and then he
Yeah.
closed the door, slamming it.
I mean, Charlie,
And then he,
we're
typed in a.
We're talking about an audience where the pinnacle of humor is. I watched a video of these three dudes. One of them's a massive YouTuber. I think he's got like over 20,000 or 20 million subs. I forgot his name. They were doing Amazon unboxing for like weird food, and at one
Guava
point,
juice.
what? No,
Dude's name's
it wasn't
Guava
him.
Juice.
It was like a big buff white dude with like comb back hair. It's not him. I
Oh.
know who you're talking about. But they were doing the video, and at one point they ordered blue colored food. Maybe it was like blue pudding with like blue food coloring or something. And at one point, one of the guys dips his finger in it, and he goes, "Hey guys, look at that!" And the joke was that as soon as he did that, they started playing the song "I'm Blue," Dabu Dee Dabu Die, and that was the whole joke. And that
It's for
video
children.
had
Good joke.
literally millions of views.
Yeah, I mean it's for kids. When you make something for kids, it's about as easy as it gets, really.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like selling your pride.
Wait, that's a weird joke then, because that song's super old. That's older than
Yeah.
fucking.
But
Doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter, Jackson.
says
If you,
I'm
if you
blue.
listen closely, it says "I'm blue," and on the screen at the time, he had something blue on him. That is comedy gold.
You guys remember Crazy Frog? Bidding,
course.
bidding.
Yeah.
No.
We need to bring
Axel
that
F.
back.
You,
Yeah.
I've been thinking about Crazy Frog a little bit these days.
Why?
you know there was the hit like sequel to Crazy Frog, I'm a Gummy Bear or something like that.
Oh,
I believe
yeah, it
they're
didn't-
unrelated. Actually,
No, it's made by the same guy.
No way.
Is
Yeah,
it?
It's definitely the same.
Yeah,
because the
I'm pretty
Gummy
sure.
Bear had a movie.
What?
Yeah, the Gummy Bear from that song had an entire Christmas movie.
Huh.
You didn't know that?
Nope.
Yeah, he saved Santa through the power of singing the Gummy Bear song. It's really bad. I don't think they're related though, because there's a bunch of those like wacky 3D animated thing dances to song videos. They can't all be one person. I mean, what's
yeah,
the
you're right. I just looked it up. It's not the same.
What's the foreign one that was a meme like a year ago? Kami Te Sita? I don't know how you say it.
Oh,
What?
Dame tu Cosita.
Yeah, that's another one.
that was a huge one. The
Yeah.
dancing alien that exploded on Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, and that's got nothing to do with the gummy bear. They're all different things, but that was a
Wait, what's
big
that
fucking
one
meme.
said again? Cummy dumpster eater.
Come inside my mamacita. I don't know. I don't know.
Don't act like you don't know, Jackson. You're younger than all of us. You're probably doing the Dame bullshit. You were probably doing the dance on TikTok or something.
No, I genuinely say it again. I want to look it up so I know what it
Dame
is.
Peso.
So
Dame
maybe
tu
I have to-
Cosita.
Oh.
Dummy.
I think it's
dummy
Portuguese.
Dame tu Cosita.
How the fuck do I spell any of that?
Tuco is the guy
Can someone else
from
post it in the chat?
Breaking Bad. You guys remember that frog, the racing frog with the little dick?
Yeah, that's Crazy
Yeah, it's
Frog.
Crazy Frog.
Yeah,
okay.
it's Crazy Frog, man.
I just wanted to make sure we remembered.
That's the only one I remember.
Yeah, that was a big fucking trend on
What the
YouTube.
fuck is this? I've never seen this.
You've
dummy
never
bullshit.
seen Dame
Bullshit.
tu Cosita? It's the
I've
worst.
genuinely never seen this.
Bullshit.
What the hell
Yes,
is
you
it?
have.
Yeah,
it's
me either.
fucking
How
awful.
is this? How has this got less production value than Crazy Frog 20 years later?
Dude, because Brazil, man, they eat that shit up. They love it.
It has 1.5 billion views, and you
Yeah.
expect me to believe you being 5 years old, you haven't seen this, Jackson?
I genuinely haven't. And this has 5 million views.
To be
That's still
fair,
a
you
lot.
went to- you didn't
Also,
go to
it's
the
been
official one.
re-uploaded. It's been
Yeah.
re-uploaded.
me
on the
neither.
has
To be
1.5
fair, I haven't
billion
seen this
views.
either. Never.
Yeah, it's been a fucking trend since literally virality on the internet. You guys remember like basically the
Oh
yeah,
Dame
yeah,
Dame Tu Cositas a
no
new
no
one.
no you didn't
You're
let me
talking about this wacky dancing
yeah
shit.
you didn't let me finish. Wacky 3D animated thing dancing to song has been probably the internet's oldest trend. You guys remember the dancing baby back in the fucking 90s?
Okay,
Kaya knows.
Yeah,
Kaya's
I
my
know
man
you're
on this one.
I know what you're talking
The
about. but-
dancing
yeah.
what?
The dancing baby animation set to the Ooga Chaka
Oh
song.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, literally, I would actually bet money that the oldest running trend on the internet is 3D animated thing dancing to song.
Well, let's capitalize on this because Dame Tu Cosita was the last one. I think the new generation's itching for another one. What could we have dance and
Put it to
what?
K-pop music.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what would dance?
The
A K-pop member.
Let's unite the hemispheres, the West. Like so, let's have someone dancing the floss to K-pop music, and it can be an animation of Fortnite.
Ooh, that's not bad.
We could definitely
Oh, like
find
a-
someone to do a lame 3D animation in Maya for that, and we just need the right song.
Maya, bitch,
Wait, but
Maya
we
is
haven't-
expensive.
wait, we
We gotta
haven't
use
figured out
Blender. We're gonna use some off-the-clock students to do animate the shit for
Blender.
us in Blender.
We can't afford Blender. Are you joking?
It's
we gotta
free.
use Flash.
Okay, free, fair enough.
Oh fuck.
We still can't afford that.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a good
But we
point.
still haven't figured out what the dancing thing is. You've just
Or
said
the
that it's
song.
going to do the floss, which is boring as well. That's not going to work.
It doesn't
We need
matter
needs
if
to be-
it's
it
boring,
needs to be a
Jackson. It's
goofy dance.
viral. Doesn't
No, it
matter.
just needs it needs to be goofy so he can do the floss, but like his hips like fly out to the side or something.
Like
wacky.
Jackson, do you really believe Dame Tu Cosita is the most exciting video ever made?
I'm not saying that, but we haven't decided on what's going to be taking the place of the alien.
A snowman. Yeah, just in time for Christmas. It's Christmas and Fortnite. That's the song.
Just in time. It's still like 3 months.
It doesn't matter. People don't care.
What? No, okay. What about a giant chocolate bar dancing and we set it to Charlie's song?
Ooh,
That's not.
okay.
That's cute. Yeah,
Chocolate.
yeah.
Snowman or a bunny. Isn't it the Halloween soon? Let's
Wait.
take something scary. Let the
Wait,
Pennywise.
I got it. it. So the fucking all the dancing songs, they use copyrighted popular songs, right? Like that's how they get made. We take the chocolate bar and we set it to that song that goes, "Music makes me lose control," and that's it. The fucking Missy Elliott song.
Yeah,
Then we have 6 pounds of chocolate losing control.
oozing
I'm
everywhere.
not letting this idea die.
It's uncontrollable.
It sprays disgusting messy chocolate everywhere with each dance move.
Sir, we cannot control.
It needs to be a dance that can be
any longer.
like,
Exactly. It ends with it getting nuked from orbit.
it needs to be a like a dance that people can recreate. Though I don't think the floss is going to work.
What? You There's videos of old grandmas doing the floss. What do you mean?
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
floss is old now.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's come up with something new. Like the Gangnam Style guy came up with something original, right? As far as I know, so
Horse
did the
riding
floss.
dance,
So
yeah.
let's come up with something of our own. What would our dance be?
Well, this is an audio podcast, so we can't really show it.
Yeah,
yeah,
all
but
right, I'll go ahead and demonstrate.
brainstorm.
You tell me if you like it.
Yeah, demonstrate for us, Andrew.
All right.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it.
How's your body even been like that?
It's pretty
A
good,
lot of
but
training.
how about instead of at the end there, you do this instead?
I didn't even think of
What,
that.
fall over drunk? I guess I could do that.
Kaya hit his head on the desk.
Doll, you fall down like you're physics simulated.
Did Charlie leave? He hasn't said anything.
Oh,
It definitely seems like that now.
That piece of
It's
shit.
the
We're
best
cut-
part of the podcast.
Let's cut him out. This is our song, our video now.
what a dickhead. Jeez.
When did he leave?
I don't know.
Oh,
He didn't say anything either.
Kidnapped again?
I see. Look at him. He's dancing.
Oh, there he is. Whoa, a backflip. Whoa, 2 backflips.
I didn't know the body could bend that way.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
You're fucking amazing,
Holy
Cha.
shit.
Go, Cha, go.
Go tell our agent. Oh, man.
Should we just wrap this up since he's not here?
Yeah, let's just wrap it up with
Yeah, I
that.
guess.
All right.
All right, thank you everyone for listening. If you want to listen to a bonus episode, or bonus episodes, I should say, there's 40 of them. You can head on over to patreon.com/theofficialpodcast. Lots of bonus content there that we put our blood, sweat, and tears into. Not really, it's like an hour of fucking around, but it's fun. So yeah, head on over there and give it a listen if you feel so inclined. But thank you for listening to this episode.
If you
We
open this
appreciate
up on YouTube, you could help us grow even larger by opening it up on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud.
Google
Extend
Play.
our reach to the entire internet.
Yeah.
Anything.
Send us up the charts, baby.
Google the fucking official podcast, and you'll find some platform you want.
Tell us your favorite song.
Is the famed short king Noel Miller. Take the stage, man. Introduce yourself.
What's happening, everybody? I can't say pussy or penis for the rest of this podcast, so I'm gonna do my best.
That's not because we told him not to. We're pretty much known as the Pussy and Penis Podcast. He just doesn't want to because he doesn't
Don't
have a
sully our
filter.
reputation like that, Noel. Jeez, man. You can't be doing that to us. You can't bring this.
Self-imposed ban.
You can't give us the reputation of the podcast that doesn't allow pussy and penis talk. That'd really fuck us over.
I just like to gag ball myself on other people's shows. That's all.
That'll be the best cast.
Speaking of gag and ball, though, you're a short man as well, right? Noel, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm about 5'8".
You see, this may come as a surprise to you, but I too am a short man at a whopping 5'6". What do you think is the biggest struggle of being a short man in today's society?
Man, I completely fell for that. You got a nice camera angle, dude. I thought you were like 6 feet tall.
That's so sweet. Oh.
It's also his booster seat and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I the whole contraption over there.
his shoe soles are like 4 inches thick as well.
I mean, first though, I'll say this. I should have known, because I think if any of us were tall, we'd just be out fucking. We wouldn't be doing this.
Well, I hate to break it to you. We're the only 2 short guys here right now.
Whatever.
Andrew's a giant.
Andrew's
Yeah.
fucking massive.
Sometimes I have
That's
to.
why he's.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes what? No, go for it.
Sometimes I have to lean down while we're recording the show so I can hear what you guys are saying.
Yeah. That's why Andrew's always late and doing shit because he doesn't care. And he's like, oh, I gotta. Sorry, I can get pussy. Otherwise. Yeah, are we recording? Sorry, I was getting my dick sucked. Give me one second.
This man knows me too well.
That sounds like the Andrew routine. Hey, shut up, bitch. I'm trying to watch this anime.
I'm getting this good waifu pussy. Why don't you keep it down over there?
Hey man, I got to be honest with you. It's a secret of tall people. After you hit 6'2", anime becomes real. They give you the keys. That's right. Everywhere I look, I just see fucking waifus walking the streets. It's amazing. They're like fairies. You can't see them unless you get the magic of height.
Right. Every girl becomes a waifu pillow to you.
Yeah.
To answer your question, man, you said what's the hardest thing about being a short dude right now? I don't know, man. I think short guys, we got it better now than ever before. Because before, all short guys did was start war or try to make peace with shit. So
Wait.
now we have.
Is that exclusively a short person thing?
Yeah, dude, fucking think about it. Genghis Khan, Napoleon.
Dude, those were some of the coolest figures in history,
Yeah.
though.
I know, but they were small as hell, and so they were.
Well, even then,
assholes,
back for their people, they were like average height. It's not that they were short in general.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. We put all the steroids in the milk or whatever, so that's why everybody's bigger now.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, so maybe short guys are worse off now. Ones are like influencer, podcast.